Hello, everybody, and
Hi.
welcome
Ooh.
back
Oh.
to World's Best Dad Podcast, episode many.
We're not sure.
One of them is, it's getting up there. We're getting into
Yeah.
the teens. We crossed 10 episodes already,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
technically.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
We're technically.
This is great.
Our podcast is becoming teenager. How do you feel about that?
So it already hates us. Right? Is that what that means?
yeah, it's not enough.
Kind
that,
of.
it's
Doesn't
not-
want to talk to us anymore.
It's not enough that the public hates us.
It's embarrassed of us.
Our own podcast hates us.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
It's
We
weird-
raised this thing from nothing.
Yeah, it's
and
weird
it's already
when
a
you
shame.
have a young teenage girl because she usually hates you early, like 12, 13, 14. And then your teenage boy usually hates you around 16, 17, 18.
All right. I didn't have... Sophia never hated me. She's
Not
she's
yet.
annoyed.
How old is she,
She's
though?
12. She's sassy. She's annoyed with me all the time, but I don't think she hates me.
Really? Well,
I'm hoping. It's wishful thinking.
you are kind of ice
She
cream
hates me.
dad, though.
Hey, I am ice cream dad.
I've seen
That's
those
for sure.
pictures on
I'll put
Instagram.
a photo here of us getting ice cream.
Kids, in case you're wondering, Jimmy can be reached at World's Best Dad
Oh yeah.
on Instagram.
Yes, I can. And Christian can also be reached at a new Instagram handle, correct?
That's right.
Mr.Christian.Jacobs! Exclamation point.
Is there an exclamation
No, there's
point?
not.
No,
I just threw that in there because it sounded cool.
But if you're going Mr. Christian Jacobs maybe no dot, but you'll find me.
Yeah.
You'll find me.
You'll find him in there. Hey, guess who we haven't said hello to, which is very rude? Our guy, John J.
Oh, hi, John
Hello,
J.
John J!
Welcome to the podcast. I can't believe we're teenagers.
Can't believe we're here again.
Hey, when I was talking to
Yeah.
I was talking to Troutman the other day. And he couldn't believe the
You know-
podcast either.
There was a character that was on Laverne Shirley. Okay, his name was Eddie Mecca.
Is
but
it the Big Ragu?
They called him the Big Ragu.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that when I look at John J. Rambo, I want to call him the Big Ragu.
You want to know a fun fact about
Yes,
the Big Ragu?
I wanna hear it.
Gish, our friend James Gish.
Yes, Gish.
He used to call me the Big Ragu.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was offended.
I've heard
it's-
people call you
yeah.
Rambo too, so
Who's called me Rambo? I'll take that.
maybe me.
Hey, I'll take it, bud.
If
Thank
it makes
you.
if it makes you smile, I did it.
made
It
me
was
smile.
me.
Hey, you.
Well, we broke into the Three
Yeah.
Stooges only 5 minutes in.
All right.
Yeah. Are we even that far into this already?
No.
Well, today
We're
on the
3 minutes in.
World's Best Dad podcast, we have found a topic.
Have we?
And today's topic, we're going to be talking a lot about
Please. Knitted
the
blankets.
first things that pops into our minds.
Crochet
Actually,
doilies.
I was wearing a black T-shirt. And
Yes.
I noticed you're wearing a black T-shirt.
Yes, I am.
So when I was on my way over to the bus today,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wear a black T-shirt because odds are Jimmy's wearing a black T-shirt.
It's
But
pretty.
I also noticed you got a
pretty fishy.
little
I got
powdered
paint.
donuts on there.
I wish it was powdered donuts, my friend. It's paint. I was painting some cabinets
Letting me
from the
down.
van build. Yeah.
Really? Oh, so
Yeah.
you're building the van right
I'm
now?
building the van, yeah. Currently, yes.
So in case our listeners and viewers didn't know,
Yes.
Jimmy builds
I'm
custom...
white trash.
He builds
Yeah.
custom vans.
I did.
You
yeah.
can admit you're trash. Don't admit you're white, though.
Good call.
Not a good
I'm
look.
trash, guys.
Not a
well,
good-
technically, I'm a mutt, so yeah, that is
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
I'm a muddy.
Not a good
Trash,
look. Not
right?
a good look. Yeah.
Okay, good call, dude. I don't want to offend anybody out there. Jeez.
If
Yeah, so I was
people
working on
even
a van.
know. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I will. We will. We will.
Yeah, he's working on a van.
Yeah.
You customize vans.
I do customize vans.
Just like you customize the inside of this school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Let's cut here now for a picture
Woo!
of the school bus.
Woo! There's not really much to the school bus, so it's
This
just
is the exterior.
it's just kind of soundproofed.
and this is the interior.
Ooh.
So our
2
listeners,
photos?
if you're just listening, you're missing out on a whole lot of videos.
It's true.
Like photos, videos.
And if you ask Marty, you are missing out because he loves it. He loves when the pop-ups pop up.
Marty, the
The
one-man
Jinx.
party.
Little Marty pants.
We love Marty.
We do.
We got to have him
He's
on
great.
the show because our listeners don't even know about him. Maybe.
Some people might.
Yeah, they know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know about him.
Do you remember when we texted him the other day and he never even responded when we said, "Hey, come be on the show"?
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes later, he texted us something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just straight ignored it.
That was like
you
that was like
SOB, dude.
that was like the Hollywood no.
Ouch.
Except the Hollywood no is
Minus the pedophilia. Is that what you were going to say, right?
No, it's more like when you
minus the cocaine?
ask them something and then they don't respond at all, period. That means...
So it's what Jack does.
No, yeah.
Hey, Jack, what's up with that project?
Where does he live? Hollywood.
Oh. Jack, come on. Make it happen,
Let's get a
Jack.
picture of Jack right here. This is our friend Jack.
Listen,
He's a great guy.
I've met him once. He's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about
Anyway,
Jack.
so today we're going to
Yes.
talk a little bit about being dads. We're going to talk about dads that we kind of idolize and think are cool.
Again?
Yeah. Okay, now we know that Sylvester Stallone, in his fictional career as Rocky,
What?
he was a dad.
That's a documentary, bro.
He was a dad.
Yeah.
But what about
In,
John J. Rambo? Did he have a kid?
not that we know of, right?
Hey.
Wink, wink. John Jay's traveled the world, my friend.
The Big Ragu.
Liberated countries. Hey, that's not the Big Ragu.
Well, it just kind of looks like it. I don't know.
Well,
If
you're
I'm-
offending Italians. You're saying all Italians look
But
like
isn't Sylvester
the
Stallone
Big Ragu?
Italian?
Yes, he is. So therefore, you're saying all Italians look like the Big Ragu?
No, just he
Oh,
really
my
feels like
goodness.
he should be the Big Ragu.
No way. He's Rambo.
I know, but
Why
I
would
just-
he lower himself to Laverne Shirley as the Big Ragu when
I don't
he's
know. I just
when he's Rambo?
when I look at the picture, I can taste spaghetti sauce. It's like just his flavor comes in the
Yeah.
mouth like
a couple of meatballs.
yeah, tomato
Yeah.
sauce. The Big Ragu.
It's a nice pasta sauce. Yay. Well,
Hey, can we get a picture
Yes.
right here of Italian handcuffs?
oh, sure. Yeah, why not?
There you go.
There you go. Christian and his racism against Italians.
It's not racism, it's nationalism. Big
Oh,
difference.
Huge difference,
Yeah.
right?
When you make fun of nationality, it's okay.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're allowed to.
Oh, you're right.
We'll
Anyway,
Yelp that again.
Just kidding, but give me a pass.
Yeah, let him
I mean,
joke.
look at me.
Let him joke. Beautiful base
I
tan.
got all these blonde hairs on my legs.
Beautiful base tan. You've been
Just like-
surfing?
Just like Joe Biden, apparently.
Have you? And the kids rub the legs, the hair
I
down
heard
the
about
legs.
that.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I was like, man, he's got my vote.
Good call.
Oh, well, hey, there's
Yeah.
a dumpster fire going on, and it's called This Year.
It's called the United States. Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
What?
everybody.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up politics, but guess what? We can edit that out if it wasn't funny.
We're gonna keep it in.
Okay.
We're gonna keep it in. But
You
let's
know what?
change the subject.
Speaking of editing,
Yes.
I think if people are offended by stuff, they should
Yeah.
do some self-editing rather than waiting for other people to do it for them. Don't you think?
No, that's what we've talked about this. That's what Yelp was invented for. That's why Jesus invented Yelp, Christian.
Not in my opinion.
100%.
And you know what about opinions?
Ah, it's a fact.
Opinions are facts these days.
But hey, in my opinion, he did. Therefore, it's a fact, my friend.
All right. Well,
What do two facts mean?
that's your experience.
What are two opposing facts? What happens when
I don't know
those
about
come
that,
across?
but I do know that if someone trips and falls and they've got a chocolate bar in their hand and they land in peanut butter,
Reese's peanut butter cups, the invention
It
of
came
Reese's
back.
peanut butter
We
cups.
did it.
Yeah,
yeah, we got to bring that back.
good call. Yeah, we
Good
can
call.
bring
I
that
hope
back every
everyone's
once in a
been searching those videos because they're really good. Those Reese's peanut butter videos.
while.
the
I
commercials?
did when we talked about it. Yeah,
And what
It
did you
was fun.
think? Did you think
it was great. Yeah,
You're like, oh man,
it was very clever.
it
It was
was.
very clever.
It was like, hey, we've got to sell these candy bars. What can we do? I got it.
Yeah,
Someone's walking down the street with a can of peanut butter, and someone else is walking down the street eating a chocolate bar, crashes into them. What? Great. Let's go for a decade-long campaign with that.
again, why are you walking with just peanut butter? I get the chocolate, but peanut butter,
I
that's
don't
just
know.
insane.
I've heard in Europe it's really rude to have food and walking at the same time. But I heard that's why they don't like Americans is because
They're fat.
they're nationalists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, because they eat food and they walk at the same
But
time.
but only at amusement parks, basically, because you never see Americans walking down the street, chubby ones, with cheeseburgers in their hand, right?
Yeah, usually you don't.
Or peanut butter.
I guess it depends on how close you
Yeah.
are to
Maybe
like
homeless people.
a Dairy Queen.
That's true.
Yeah.
Walking back to the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious. You almost got a snort out of me, but not
Yeah?
unintentionally.
Oh,
Those are the best kind, though, right?
that is.
Hey, speaking of dads,
Yes. Who?
okay, I was talking about your shirt
Oh,
because
yeah,
I was
yeah.
wearing a black shirt,
Mm.
and you're wearing a
And you
black
made
shirt.
fun of it like I had powdered sugar.
Well, I didn't want people to mistake me as, one of those paramilitary groups.
Yeah. Rebel.
Yeah, rebel.
Rebel. Right.
Yeah. So I put on my black leather jacket, and I was like, no, this isn't going to work either.
And then you put the vest on.
Then I put a vest on.
And then the chaps.
And a cowboy hat.
Right?
And I was like, no, too butch. So what I did was I changed my shirt to this athletic Heather.
Ooh, that looks really nice
it's a
on you with your complexion.
Of Kozure Okame. Okay, that means like the wolf with his walking with his kid, taking his kid with
I
him.
think you just made that up.
No, it's a Japanese term, and this is
It's a Japanese term.
Ogami, and he is a samurai.
Yes.
And this is his baby boy.
You know,
And
I had a friend who was a samurai. He was actually Tom Cruise.
really,
Yeah, he was a samurai for a minute.
he was actually
I
the
couldn't-
last samurai.
I couldn't remember much
The
about the
s-
movie, so I just went straight to Tom Cruise. I was going to try to weave a beautiful tale about Tom Cruise being a samurai.
The last
but
samurai.
I couldn't remember his name for starters, and that kind of ruins the whole bit.
That was good. It was funny though.
Yeah.
I liked where you were going with
Yeah.
that until you said Tom Cruise.
Because I couldn't think of his name. What's his name?
In the movie?
Is it
I
Cheddar
don't know.
Thompson?
Cheddar.
It's not Cheddar
It's
Thompson.
not Cheddar Thompson.
Timmy Cheese?
Timmy Cheese.
No? All right.
You're gonna make me snort.
That's what I'm
I
trying to
didn't
do.
come here to snort.
My goal
I came
every
here to-
podcast is to hear a snort, Christian. I get wheezes. I like the wheeze.
You gotta wheeze.
I need a snort, though.
Okay.
I need some snorts.
Hopefully the kids at home are following along. Are you guys taking a wheeze and snort
Like, what are
scorecard?
these fat old guys talking about? Wheezing and snorting?
Wheezing and snorting?
Timmy Cheese? Cheddar Thompson?
It sounds like a party. Wheezing and snorting.
Where's Rip Taylor? Do people know who that is?
No.
No, they don't.
Kids, look up Rip
Continue.
Taylor on Google, and you're gonna love it.
You are.
Okay, this is a man with a wig and a bucket of
No, full head of hair.
wig.
You've seen it without?
That's one of his gags. He flips his wig off at the
He
end
does?
of the thing. Yeah. He goes,
I
I'm
never
out
remember.
of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Timmy Cheese. Yeah. In fact, when we had him on the Aquabats, he played a genie.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And
Here comes the Aquaman
he was
plug,
just
guys.
he was just doing all this like ad lib, just doing his own things.
Yeah.
All we wanted him to say was like a line, and he kept making up his own stuff.
Yeah.
At the very end, he was like, "I can't take it," and he took his wig off and threw it on the ground. And our other director, Jason, didn't know it was a wig.
Uh-huh.
He like freaked out. It was
He
like,
thought it was
"Whoa!"
a dead cat. Yeah.
'Cause
So
all of a
he's
sudden
the Daniel Day-Lewis of television then, right?
I
If
guess.
if he was just method acting and you guys couldn't get him to stick to anything.
No,
He
he
was
was
just going for it.
He was just doing it to make everybody laugh.
Mm.
And then he threw his wig and he walked off, and everyone thought he was serious. And he was like, "Was that funny?" And we were like,
like
"Oh
it?
yeah, he was so good. He was so
Hey.
good."
That's good.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Rip Taylor.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, it's talking
We're,
about
no, we're
this.
talking about the Aquabats.
Yes.
And and then back to the shirt.
Yeah.
the beautiful gray heather.
So I decided to wear this because it has to do with World's Best Dad.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the plot of this?
No.
Okay, it
tell us.
started off in the 70s.
Is it as good as Solar Babies?
not that good.
Okay,
But it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Continue.
So in the 70s, there was a manga, which is a Japanese comic book. Hey, be careful. You might start a riot with that kind of attitude towards another country.
Huh? Where am I? Oh, I'm in the podcast
Anyway,
bus.
okay, so there's this story.
You must have been telling an awesome story.
It's about this guy, and he's like the executioner that works for the Shogun, like the big guy.
Okay.
Right? And then the Shogun like kind of like goes crazy, and like he thinks everyone's like out to get him, right?
Yeah.
So the
he's
Shogun
paranoid?
sends his ninjas to like
Uh-oh.
kill all of his like
Like the YouTuber Ninja?
Ninja, the guy that plays
Yeah.
Fortnite a lot.
Yeah. So they send him.
They kill all the ninjas and lookalikes, which there's a lot of ninja lookalikes out
I
there.
don't think you're allowed to say that.
Lookalike?
You're saying they all look alike?
Is that,
I don't like that at all,
the
sir.
ninja lookalikes do all look alike.
Continue, though.
Okay.
But I'm just putting a pin in it. I don't like that.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah.
helping me.
You're welcome.
Educating me.
I'll Yelp you later. Continue.
Okay, so the Shogun,
Mm-hmm.
right? This guy,
The Shogun of Harlem?
no,
No.
Ito Ogami.
My friend was a
right?
shogun.
This guy, he worked for the Shogun. The Shogun tries to assassinate all of his closest rivals.
Jeez.
And he happens to go to this guy's house when he's not home, and he kills everybody at his house and his wife. And the guy comes home, and obviously that's a bummer day, right? You work hard.
Well, depending.
You work hard killing people all day, and then
Yeah,
you come
that's
home
true.
and your family's dead. Right? Except for his little baby boy was still alive.
Oh.
He's
was
like-
he sneaky, that little boy? How did
I
he
just
make
think
it?
just the ninjas were like, why bother killing him? Like,
But that's classic karate movie or kung fu movie. You know that boy's going to avenge
of course.
his family.
But
Why would they leave that baby alive?
if they killed him, there wouldn't have been a story. So
That's true. That's kind of like Fast and the Furious 3.
that's true.
Right.
Or Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
They would have killed
If they would have
Marty.
killed Marty McFly where they were about to.
That's
Biff
right.
Tannen was going to.
That's right.
Yeah. But last minute he just didn't for some reason.
Yeah.
And Marty
Speaking-
McFly avenged him.
Speaking of good dads, we're going to talk about Marty McFly's dad. Get your
George?
yeah, George.
My guy
McFly.
George?
Yeah, that's a girl's
Yeah.
best dad.
He's pretty good.
Especially when he became Steve Jobs at the
Well,
end of
he was only good later when Marty changed everything. He was kind of like pretty pathetic dad.
That's true.
And couldn't even get Marty a 4-wheel drive truck, bro.
Man, what
How do you live,
what
bro?
a loser dad. Jeez.
Absolutely, bro.
But it was the choices that he made in his life
well,
that made him into that.
being a nerdy dork?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
that's true.
For sure.
Which, I mean, look
And
at me.
guess what? He was
Choices
also
that I made that made me
That's true.
a nerdy
A
dork.
nerdy dork. But he was also
Sorry.
a pervert. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was a peeping Tom. I don't know if I like him.
I think we're gonna need to cancel that movie
I'll cancel it. Yelp.
because instead of recognizing the redemption that could come by a
Mm-hmm.
time traveling son with good intentions,
Yeah.
we need to cancel that movie just based on the pure fact that George McFly was peeking through the windows at a woman.
What a creep.
Done. That movie's done.
You're out, Georgie.
Sorry, I even
For a
brought
second
it up.
there, we liked him.
Sorry, I brought it up,
Yeah.
everybody.
But Marty
getting
did
to-
change the future. No, he was still peeping.
Are we getting
Never
too
mind.
close to popular thought?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Is
get
it
away.
An,
It's
is
not
this an
f-
opinion
it's
or
not
what is
funny.
this?
I think we're getting close to the death of comedy. Is what's happening.
Oh, okay. Let's change the subject
Yeah, okay.
real quick.
Hold on,
real
rewind.
The Aquabats, the Aquabats, the
Hey,
Aquabats.
let's talk
Nope.
about sesame seeds.
That's going to really get the people listening on this one.
Hey guys, have you
Gather
ever
around, guys.
Sesame seeds? What are they for? Am I right? Can't you get them off there?
We're talking buns?
Buns, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I thought you just meant in general,
Are
just
we going
seeds, because
back?
I would have went to sunflower next.
no, I was talking about like on buns.
The Big Mick?
yeah, sesame seed buns.
Actually, the Big Mick has no seeds. It's 2 all-beef patties, special sauce,
Lettuce,
cheese, pickles, onions,
on a what?
on just a...
On a sesame seed.
No,
bun.
that doesn't have a sesame seed
What?
buns.
Since
the
when?
Big Mac doesn't. Or the Big Mick doesn't. The Big Mac
Mick.
does.
The Big Mac does. Wait, the Big Mick.
McDowell's. Coming to America,
Oh.
Christian.
There you go. Another movie I have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never seen that movie?
Of course I have.
It's good.
Who hasn't?
You, apparently.
No, all the kids in America. No, I've seen it.
Okay.
It's Eddie Murphy. It's Arsenio Hall.
Correct.
Wonderful film.
Great film.
Arsenio Hall's fingers.
Darth Vader's in it?
Can we talk about those for a
I don't know
little
if we're
bit?
allowed to.
All right, they're long. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
If you Google Arsenio Hall and you look at his fingers,
E.T.-ish?
yeah,
Is that where you're going?
I'm saying.
Is that where you're going?
Well, they talk. There's like this thing online. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on right now
About Arsenio's fingers?
in our world. About,
Arsenio's fingers.
yes,
Or
one of them is that Arsenio is one of the lizard people from another
Ooh.
planet.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard this one.
I'm just saying.
Continue.
Okay, remember V?
Let's get into it.
that
Yeah.
show V.
Were you in it? Is that why you're bringing this
I was
up?
in it. I want
Here
people to
we
watch,
go.
watch my episode.
Get him a check, Spielberg, or whoever made that. You creep.
Man, I need that 15-cent check. More than you know, kids. More than you know.
Would it be 15
It's hard
cents
to
if
live
it
off
played?
the residuals of a day actor. A
Yeah.
part-time actor. It's hard to live.
Yeah, you were no Ali Sheedy, that's for sure.
It's true. Speaking of Ali Sheedy,
Yes.
she played a goth in the movie Breakfast Club.
Yes, she did.
And
I love Breakfast,
one of
by
the
the way.
things she did was she shook her dandruff onto a page and
Yep.
made it
Made it snow. Well, she drew a beautiful
Which is
picture
kind of what it
first.
looks like on your shirt right now. But
This
it's
is paint, dude.
But I just like to pretend it's dandruff.
Are you mad because I work?
I'm a little bummed,
Christian?
actually. I'm jealous.
Are you
okay?
mad?
I'm
Because I'm blue collar?
You're a dad. I'm a
Black
dad.
collar, sorry.
You're a dad. I'm a dad. You
Yep.
have a job. Not so much.
Mm.
I'm not going to say I don't have a job.
Jack, do something, dude.
I'm just saying times are rough. Anyway, let's get back to the samurais.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Not Ali Sheedy? Am I allowed to say
You're
that?
not.
Am I allowed to say that?
Do we need to bleep
Samurai,
that out?
samurai.
It's Sheedy, not
Sheedy. Sheedy. It's a very Sheedy.
Sheedy.
That's what I said, Sheedy. It's a very Sheedy name.
I thought you were talking about something that was kind of lousy.
No. Well, Ali Sheedy. Oh, I'm crying. Am I going to get a snort? That's a nice wheeze. That's a really nice wheeze.
Is that one of those downtown alleys?
It's a very Ali Sheedy.
Man,
Or is it a Sheedy
okay,
alley?
let's talk about Ali Sheedy, okay?
Okay. We're back. Ali
With
Sheedy.
that name, she had an incredible career. With that name.
Incredible. She had a few hits in the 80s.
In the 80s.
And what's she done lately? St. Elmo's Fire?
She was on that show Psych. Have you ever watched that show Psych? Oh, it's really good. It's actually really good.
Psych?
Psych. No, she played a serial killer on that show.
Oh, really?
She was fantastic.
When was it? In the 90s or something?
2000. What do they call that?
She's working
What do
then?
they call the 2000s,
The 2000s.
before the 2010s?
The 2000s.
The 2000s?
Yeah.
That's kind of a...
Because then it would be
that's
the
kind of a
10s,
cop-out.
right?
Yeah. I
Because
guess.
now we're in the roaring 20s. Right?
Wow, so we're into something, I guess. You can call it roaring.
Hey-o.
Hey. Anyway, so
all right.
we're going back to this world's best dad from
Yeah.
Japan, okay?
He's no Ali
Ito
Sheedy.
Ogami. You're right,
Yeah.
he's not.
Okay.
So he comes home, his family is killed except for his son.
Yeah.
And he goes into his son and he's like, of course he's, you know.
How old was his son, do you
His
think?
son's probably...
Was he speaking?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
All right, continue.
He was like maybe a year
2?
and a half, 2,
Okay.
around that age.
So he was crawling.
Yeah, he was crawling around.
Okay.
Crawling around. So he goes into his son and he's like, you know, he doesn't know what to do. His wife's dead. And he was like, okay, I know who did this. This is the Shogun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go on a murder spree.
Yeah, why not?
For revenge.
It's called
Because
Avenge.
That was
Yeah.
his job. So you have a job, and that's fixing vans.
Yes.
I have a job.
Correct.
Not so sure what it is. This guy had a job working for the Shogun, killing people.
He got paid?
Yeah, he got paid.
Oh, okay.
That's how he had a house.
Is there good money in that?
I don't know. I don't know if I.
Or do you think it was a government thing and they just gave the government funding and government housing? Right?
I think that's probably what it was.
So that's probably. So who knows if it pays well?
Maybe, yeah. That's,
Because I was just gonna.
but that, I would assume it probably didn't pay that well to like inspire more like precision in the murder. you
I
know?
would think that it might pay well though, just because so you wouldn't try to kill.
That's what I'm saying.
The
But
guys, the main
so
guys,
then
right?
the
The
Shogun, he lost it by killing the guy's family that
Uh-huh.
worked for him. He intended on killing him.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's talking to his. He goes in his. He just makes a decision, and he puts a sword on the ground, and then he puts a ball on the ground, and he said, "Son, take your pick.
Whoa.
If you choose the ball, I'll send you to go be with your mom."
Yes. So he
Which-
would have killed
Yeah, he
the
would have
baby.
killed the baby.
Jeez.
And if you choose
This dad is terrible.
well, I mean, he's thinking about it from like a humane
a
standpoint.
terrible dad. The terrible dad perspective.
Well, I guess.
That's
you
not
know.
a human.
He's like, well, I don't want him to suffer,
That's
so I'll just
insane.
lop off his little head.
You know, I couldn't actually be responsible and be a single father and raise this child, so I don't want him to suffer.
Well,
so I'm gonna have to.
He knows he's
I'm
gonna
have to
go
kill
on
him.
a like revenge murder spree, so he
Yeah.
doesn't want like drag his kid into it if his kid doesn't want.
There's
to
no daycare.
Not at
Samurai
the time, not-
daycare?
No, I mean think about it. Already the ninjas are trying to kill his family.
Okay.
If he puts it to the samurai
pretty
daycare,
risky, yeah.
So he's like, it'd probably be safer if I just take you out of this world. Anyway, if you choose the ball,
It's still a touchy world's best dad story, but continue.
you're right. It is. So
Yeah.
it's a little violent, and maybe this isn't the best
I'm not
movie.
talking
that-
about the violence. I'm just talking about the killing his son. He's
the
contemplating.
notions, yeah. The
yes,
notion,
exactly.
yeah. And again, this might not be the best episode for our younger viewers. So
Oh, guys,
listener
tune out.
discretion.
If you're
is
under 3, tune out, please.
right, and you'll notice that
Yeah.
even though we don't curse on this show,
No, we don't.
for a specific reason.
Yeah.
Because we want the 3-year-olds to listen.
We do. So the cursing thing, when we talked about, we'll pause your samurai murdering father story for a second.
Murder tales.
So when we talked about doing this podcast, I listen to like a decent amount of podcasts, like these Joe Rogans and Burt Kreischers and Bill Burrs, these comedians.
Are you allowed to say those guys?
I don't know. Are they canceled?
Probably.
Yeah, who knows? They are all white guys, so maybe that's bad. Yikes.
All right. But you listen to other podcasts.
So I listen
like
to all sorts of
crocheting,
podcasts. Yeah, exactly. So and the
nurturing
reality of
children through love.
the reality of podcasts, the ones I listen to, anyways, you can't really listen to them at home around your kids because it's pretty gnarly.
Lots
like
of
the
cursing.
stuff that lots of vulgar profanities that I don't want my kids to hear. And it's just a little awkward sometimes on those things.
I hear you.
So that was kind of our thought process was let's do a podcast and let's try to keep it clean. So if in some of the past episodes you've heard some bleeps.
Yes.
We're not censoring people's profanities in here, but we are going to bleep them for the viewer at home or the listener at home. We're trying to keep it clean so you can listen to this thing.
So far, no one
in
has
front of your
heard me
kids.
say any bad words.
No.
Except for Ali Sheedy.
Yeah, see, and you said that multiple times, sir. You're abusing that Sheedy.
Hey.
Hey! Stop! Jeez.
I just wanted people to see that
We're going to have to bleep all that
We're not
out.
afraid of cursing.
That's true.
We just don't do it.
We approach it like Rambo would.
That's right.
We're not looking for it, but we'll do it if we have to. Right? That's exactly how Rambo does it.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So anyways,
I
we
wonder how
don't
Rambo-
cuss on the show.
No, we don't curse.
Yeah.
And we actually thought about having a curse jar to give to guests.
We thought of gimmicks and they all were dumb.
Just
in
a
the
little
end.
side business. Like if a guest cussed, we'd be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you owe us
Hey, bud,
$5.
put it in there.
So that people would be paying to be on the show.
Yeah, we'd have a little walking around money.
Capitalism. Cancel it.
It's true. Back to your samurai murdering your terrible father on the World's Best Dad podcast. Continue.
We canceled capitalism by killing that idea. So you're
That's
welcome, kids.
You're welcome, guys.
You're welcome.
Vote Bernie. Anyways, continue. No?
My head
Almost
just,
a snort?
My head
Almost a
I
snort?
almost snorted.
Okay, good.
Because that was a good one. That was
Okay,
a
good.
I think they call it chortling.
I'm not sure.
You ever heard that word?
No.
CHORTLE. Chortle.
I
Look
can't-
it up.
I can't read.
Let's put the
Christian.
definition right here. Okay, so
Continue.
Ito Igami, the Shogun's executioner.
The world's worst father. Continue.
He places a ball on one side
Yep.
and a sword on the other, and he says, if you choose the ball, son, I will send you to your mom. If you choose the sword,
Yeah.
you will go with me on the road of revenge.
So,
And so what does the kid do?
so
He crawls towards the ball, suspensefully.
ooh, that was a
Then he
close one,
moves
right?
over to the sword.
Yeah, because he knew
And
his
he
dad
picks
was
the
a
sword.
murderer.
Well, he's like, well, hey, my dad never.
I like that ball,
This is what really happened.
but I
because
don't wanna
as
get murdered.
From dad experience.
Continue. You almost murdered Bruce.
How much access has that kid had to that ball in his life?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot. How
Probably
much
a lot.
access has he had to that sword?
Ooh.
Probably never. So psychologically, I think the dad knew he was going to pick the sword because he was like, I'd never let this kid play with this thing. Just like that hot stove, I'd never let him touch.
See, I think
He was going for
I
it.
like your theory, but I don't buy it.
You don't
I
buy it?
No.
You think he gave him a genuine choice?
Yeah.
Like he just given him a genuine
Yeah,
choice.
and I think that kid outsmarted his dad.
Yeah, that's true.
I think his dad really wanted to kill him.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Well, he did go on a murder spree with his dad. So that's
see.
the theme of the comic book. Okay, in America, it's Lone Wolf and Cub is the comics.
Okay.
But in Japan, it was called
Cub and Lone Wolf?
Kozure Okami, right? So they also made movies. They made 6 movies in Japan that were like tales from the books.
Okay.
And then they
Is that like Tales from the Crypt?
a little
Almost?
bit because there was a lot of coffins happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of murder.
Bamboo coffins.
A lot of
So
murder. Did
they're
he at least
in
cover
Japan.
his kid's eyes when he murdered?
No,
or
no.
the
Here's
kid
the
saw it all?
amazing thing is he built
Okay.
this like baby cart. It was like a
So a
cart,
stroller.
a stroller,
Okay. We can call it a stroller.
and it had all these like compartments in it where the kid could push a button and like.
So like a 007 stroller?
Yes, totally.
Nice.
But it was in samurai times, so it was even cooler because it was
Yeah.
like, how did they get those darts to fly out, and how'd they get those knives to land in people's eyes? You know,
Yeah.
They must have had
Very accurate.
Very good.
Very
They were
accurate.
very good. And they made 6 movies in Japan, and then they made a compilation of these movies, and it
Mm-hmm.
came out as Shogun Assassin
Ah.
in the early 80s.
Okay.
So if you've ever seen that movie, it's pretty amazing. Lots of fun.
What?
Anyway, the dad goes
Yeah.
on a revenge spree to
Uh-huh.
avenge himself.
Yeah.
And take out the Shogun, and he brings his kid with him.
Yeah.
So he was like on the job training his
So it's
son.
like bring your son to work day.
That's right, every day.
Every day
Every
until
day.
you're done murdering.
Yeah. And a typical scene goes like this. It opens up with a wide shot.
Yep.
Dad
Beautiful.
pushing
This is Hollywood Christian right
pushing
here.
the bamboo cart
Yeah.
down a road under some cherry blossom trees.
Is this a pitch? Are we getting pitched?
Yes.
Continue. Continue the pitch.
As he goes,
Okay, I see it.
music starts to swell. You know something bad's going to happen. On the
Okay.
other side of the road, two hooded figures start
Yes.
to come towards approach.
Oh.
And as they pass, they look at, Ito Igami and his
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
and he doesn't even acknowledge their existence.
Can
He
Brad
just-
Pitt play this character?
He could. So
Okay,
here
good.
was my
Continue.
idea as a pitch.
Continue.
All right,
I
anyway,
see Brad Pitt in this.
as they walk by,
Yep.
he keeps walking. Then they circle around and try to do something, and
Okay.
they spins the cart around. They fight. They chop their
What
heads off. And
about
then
the
they
love
keep-
interest, Ali Sheedy?
Perfect.
Brad Pitt, Ali Sheedy.
I think at this point, Ali Sheedy, at her age, would probably have to play like a.
Are you ageist? Are you an ageist?
I am. I think when people are old, they should play old people roles. I don't think it's appropriate to put an 80-year-old in a teenager.
Are you
I don't-
claiming that Ali Sheedy is 80? There's no way she's 80.
She's got to be.
She's
at
probably
65.
in her late 50s.
60.
You think she's 60?
Maybe you're right. Late 50s sounds right.
I think
that
late
sounds
50s.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then she could play an aunt.
Oh, Brad Pitt's aunt. Okay, continue with your
Or
pitch.
a postmaster general. USPS. What's up?
What up, girl? What up? Continue.
Anyway, a leadership role
Yes.
that would help define an important and strong community.
A strong female role.
That's right.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. Continue this pitch, sir.
Anyway.
Yes.
So these ninjas circle around. They
Mm-hmm.
fight. Ito Igami is fighting them, and the kid pushes a
Can
button. And
Danny DeVito play the kid?
He could. Actually,
Perfect.
that would be. Wait.
Brad Pitt, Danny
he's gotta be
DeVito,
80
Ali
though.
Sheedy. He's definitely 80.
His too
CGI,
old.
dude.
Can I tell my Danny DeVito story?
Of course you can.
Do you know it?
No,
Ever heard
but
it?
I would love to hear it. I love Danny
Okay, this
DeVito.
is a good Danny DeVito
Yeah.
story. Okay, so I have to mention the Aquabats. Do I have
Oh,
your permission? Do you have your permission?
Is this why you're telling this story? Because you can bring up Kooky Spooky, available now.
Oh yeah,
right?
there's a new album. The
Jeez,
Aquabats
dude.
just put out a new record.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Danny DeVito, go.
Okay, this is a good story.
Okay.
So I don't know. It might
It
be.
starts back in 1998 at the Funk Fest, the Ska Funkapalooza, right?
I almost
that where it
snorted
was?
again. I almost did. You almost got me. Anyway, let me just say real quick: Shogun Assassin and these movies, Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah.
I have the comics.
Are we done
Watch
with
the
it?
movie.
I thought we were going back.
It's just this
Okay.
is a dad that takes his kid to work, that teaches him about the
Great
hard
dad.
work and
Great
the
dad.
skills that takes to be an executioner, and also
That is
not giving up. Did you think he gave up, or did he go all the way? He went all the
He
way.
had to have gone
to
all
the
the way.
Shogun.
Yep.
And lopped off his head.
Spoiler, bro.
Oops, sorry.
I guess
And
I don't
you
need to
know
watch
what was
that
coming,
anymore.
but you know the story. It's just the fun part is the journey, and that's a metaphor for our lives.
Steve Perry's journey?
Steve Perry from Journey.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Okay, good. Continue.
Steve Perry's
Danny
Journey.
DeVito. Let's get your Danny DeVito
What's the
story
new
out.
guy that sings for Journey? What's his name
They
again?
found him off YouTube. I don't know his name though. But it breaks my heart that Steve Perry's out there somewhere and he's not in
Hey,
Journey. And they don't want him back.
Someday, love will find you. Someday, love will find
Is
you.
that the video where they're filming it and like air drumming
You
like down at the
got-
docks in
Yes,
San Francisco?
yeah.
That's a great video. We'll put a photo.
It's great. They're on
Yeah.
the docks.
Yeah.
yeah, and they all have sleeveless.
Do you
sleeveless
think they're
shirts
still
on.
mad at Steve Perry because he broke off and did his own band, Steve Perry?
I don't think so. I feel like when certain bands get to a certain level,
Yeah.
they all think that they should be solo artists. Like I've heard, they all do.
Temple the Dog says different, my friend.
Well,
Those are
hey,
mega stars coming together.
that was different.
And Lower John,
Hey.
baby. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind stealing bread from
I don't know the next line.
Temple of the Dog.
Yeah.
I don't
mind stealing bread. Danny DeVito.
Okay,
Okay,
Danny DeVito
jeez.
story. Come on, he's a great dad from what I've heard.
Yeah. Not the tallest dad, but good.
No.
Yes.
Maybe he's not a great dad. Anyway,
What?
after
Why, 'cause
this
he's-
story,
are you a tallest?
I started. It's not tall.
Are you a shortest?
Hear my. Hear me out.
Jeez,
Hear me
dude.
out. This is a real thing that happened.
You're really digging yourself in a nice hole.
Okay. The Aquabats played Coachella in 2011. Okay. We were backstage, waiting
Was
for our.
Les there running around?
I'm sure Chris-
trying to sell people on his above ground swimming pools.
I'm sure Chris was there.
Yeah, come on.
His name's Chris Lisk, guys. You can look him up on YouTube. He won't have any videos.
You can look him up on YouTube. All right, continue.
I almost got a snort out of you on this one. So we're backstage.
Yep.
At Coachella, right? And
As the Aquabats
And we're
do,
the Aquabats,
right?
so obviously we're just hanging out with ourselves.
You're in the corner eating stale popcorn.
Yeah, nobody is
Yeah.
hanging out with us.
Kenny G left some popcorn
we're in
around and you picked it up.
I think it was my brother and one other person was in the dressing room.
Okay.
So Danny DeVito, or someone knocks on the door, donk, 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 in the trailer.
That's an aggressive door knock.
And they open the door, and it's Danny DeVito.
Wow.
And Danny DeVito's like, "Hey guys, Aquabats."
Why are you looking up when you said that? Why were you doing that?
Because he was looking up into the trailer.
Uh-huh.
Not just because he's
You're a
short.
shortest, pal.
I'm not a shortest.
Continue. I'm gonna look over this one right now.
Wouldn't it
just
be a
'cause I want this story.
heightest?
You tell me, you heightest, you shortest, whatever you are.
Heightest.
You anti-heightest,
You judge
anti-shortest.
people by how tall or short
Yeah.
they are. Wow.
That makes sense.
That just sounds like a stretch. Hey.
Again. All right, continue.
Dad jokes.
So Danny DeVito knocks on your door and he looks up at you because he's short, like you're
he's
saying. Continue.
also there's steps to get up in there.
Yeah.
So he's not only short, he's also looking up into a goal. Like it's like a video game. It's like dun 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 dun. He's like gonna jump up the stairs.
Right?
Into the train.
So it's like Cubert.
He opens the door. My brother opens the door, and Danny DeVito says, "Hey, Aquabats, guys, could I use your bathroom?"
So he took a big old dump?
I'm getting there.
He took an Ali Sheedy?
Don't ruin the story.
Okay, I apologize.
Okay, so there, my brother was
Ignore what I
yeah,
just said,
Come
guys."
on in.
Yeah.
So he comes on in, okay,
Yep.
and it's like a trailer, like a motorhome. So he's like, "Okay, where's the bathroom?" And there's like a partition. It's not even a room you go in. It's like
So like a bathroom stall wall, right?
it's a bathroom
Like-
stall wall, but it's short.
Yeah.
It's short.
Hey! Stop it!
It's
Just
just
say
over
that in this Danny
DeVito's
DeVito
head.
story.
But it wasn't like all the way to the ceiling. It was just like,
But you still couldn't see his head? Is that what we're getting at?
well, when he sat down, you couldn't. So he
on.
sits down.
Were his feet dangling?
I don't know. I just heard this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But this really happened.
Were you in there?
I wasn't in the room.
Oh, this story's not real.
No, it's real. It's totally real.
Who told you this story?
I walked in
Boyd?
afterwards. Okay, no. My,
You're like,
my brother
"Smells
Tyler.
like Danny
my
DeVito
brother
in here."
Tyler. So Danny DeVito goes and does his
Yes.
business in a small little room,
Continue.
and it smells really, really bad. And he basically blew it up. And he was drinking a lot, so
Water,
I
right?
think when you drink alcohol and you have to poop, it smells extra bad.
When you just have poop, when you're drinking alcohol and you have poop?
Yes.
Or when you go poop?
When you go poop.
Oh, okay. Okay, there's a
And
difference.
he let it fly,
Okay.
from what I heard. Okay,
So-
but also what I experienced when he left. Okay, because
Yeah.
I walked in when he was walking out. So anyway, my brother Tyler said that he felt a little guilty for blowing it up, so he sat down on the couch next to my brother and said, "So tell me about the Aquabats. When do you guys play?" Like trying to make
Yeah,
like
pretending like he cares. So basically what
like
he
small
did
talk.
is he looked at all the trailers like, I've never heard of these dudes. I bet I can use their bathroom.
That's right. I bet I could blow it
Yeah,
up.
I'm going to blow it up and it won't even matter. No one cares about
And
these
he
dudes.
did, and he did.
Yeah.
And he sat down and talked to Tyler for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And
It
then
was
Tyler told him, he's like, "I want to come see you guys
It was
play."
a guilt talk.
Yeah. I want to come see you guys play.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Tyler told him when we were playing. And
Oh,
our
we're
set
up in
time.
20 minutes. Oh, not
And then he
today.
got up and said, "Okay, I'll be there." And as he was leaving, I was walking in.
Yep.
And the door opened. And I was like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Are you
'Cause
saying you
it-
didn't even see him because he was so short?
No,
Is that what we're
no,
getting
I was
at?
saying it kind of smelled bad in there.
Okay.
And like I was like, "Danny DeVito, hey!" He's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Hi. And he like
you.
he ran off into the crowd of people backstage.
Are you sure it was Danny DeVito?
Oh, it was. But check this out. So
Sure it wasn't Ron Jeremy?
I'm like, Tyler, what is going on? And he's like, "That Danny DeVito." And we were laughing. He was like, "He just blew it up in here."
Yeah.
And it was like, I opened up all the windows. It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're getting ready to play a couple hours later. We're setting up all the stage, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we go way over our set time. It's kind of crazy. And
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just,
you guys are ska rebels,
yeah,
bro.
we're ska rebels. So we're about to end the show with the last song. This is the last song, and we're playing the song. And I look over on the side of the stage, and Danny DeVito was there.
Nice.
He was there.
Nice.
And I'm like, he did.
But
it.
he had his back to you guys, and he was talking to somebody else.
He was talking to.
He was talking to Larry from Real Big Fish. Is there a Larry in Real Big Fish?
No, Larry.
Okay.
But
you could imagine if there was one.
There
though,
was.
right?
I'm sure there was at one time.
There had to have been some.
Anyway, Danny
Larry.
DeVito was there. Like, I made it. I told you. Which I gotta say.
I'm sorry about the boob.
And then, so I'm like, okay, last song at Coachella. How are we gonna remember this?
Yeah.
So I ran over and I grabbed Danny DeVito and I pulled him out on stage.
Yeah.
And I just did the champion arms like Danny DeVito. And there's photos.
Why was that one lower?
Proof.
Why was that one arm lower?
I raised this
you
one.
You had one up, and then that other one was lower, Christian.
He was shorter than me, yes.
Oh my!
But that didn't bother me at all. I don't see short.
I don't see height at all. Yeah.
Hey, that's heightist to say that. You need to see it.
I apologize.
And appreciate it.
And acknowledge it, yes.
Oh boy, we are in trouble.
Well, that is fun. The Danny DeVito story is pretty fun.
Yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to say that even though it might have seemed a little superficial for him to try to start a talk about our band after he blew up the smell in our
After
room,
he took an Ali Sheedy, right?
He did come forth and he said what he was going to do, and that kind of integrity, especially in that town, Tinsel Town. Man,
Coachella Town?
That goes a long way in my book, in my opinion.
That's a fact, my friend. That is a fact.
But here's a picture. Here's a picture of the Bat Commander.
Danny. Do you have a photo with Danny?
Yeah, it's all over the internet.
Just like Lisk's YouTube, right?
Exactly.
It's everywhere.
Exactly.
You can't go on the internet without seeing that Danny DeVito photo.
And the Bat Commander.
Yeah.
It's usually cropped with me out of it. It's just Danny DeVito.
It's like just one eye.
Danny DeVito at Coachella. Some other guy's holding his
strange fan in neoprene.
Weird cosplaying fan. Cosplay. I'll give you a cosplay.
Yeah. Are we done with your samurai story?
I think so. I think we can move on from that. But, we got Danny DeVito. We got samurais. We got Ali Sheedy. There's all kinds of stuff we're touching upon.
So much fun on this episode. So much fun. Touching?
Yeah, it's touching.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We're all touching on a lot of different points.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Hey-o.
Hey. So anyway, Ito Ogami is one of my...
we're back.
One of
we
my
just
favorite
said we were
dads.
done with that.
Danny DeVito is also a favorite
great
dad of mine
yeah.
because of his integrity. If he says he's going to be there, he's going to be there. Even if it was only for the last 2 minutes.
And his back was turned.
2.5 minutes.
He was talking to Larry Big Fish.
No, I think he was...
But he was still there.
I think he was like...
he was getting it?
He was like nodding his head.
Was he skanking?
In my opinion, he loved the show.
Oh, then that's a fact. Yeah. He had to have.
Exactly.
Would you say he was skanking, though?
I wouldn't say he was skanking.
Okay.
I don't know if his little legs could take it.
OMG, Christian. How dare you? Don't you ever say that. Actually, he's got really long legs. Just a short torso.
That's right.
He has a 6-inch torso.
So you notice what he looks like.
No, I haven't noticed. I just read about it.
You're judging someone on their
Lisk
cosmetic.
did a YouTube about it, and I watched it. Okay. Okay?
Oh, let's talk about Lisk, though, for a second.
Okay.
Did you ever go with them when they used to sneak into Wild Rivers?
No, but I know all the stories.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't tell them on here because it's illegal.
Well,
I went with them once.
Did you really?
Twice.
Did you go with them when they went during the day? And Hampton went during the day?
No, during the day?
And straight dry, he just started peeing in his shorts at the top of the slide.
What? What? Yeah. Wait, did they sneak in during the day?
No,
to
I think they paid, I would assume, but a bunch of dudes would go and straight up dry shorts, big fat guy, just starts peeing, at the top.
We're gonna need to have Jason Hampton.
That's a really Ali Sheedy situation
on the
right there.
show because remember,
Captain
Hampton,
hey,
Jim.
Hey, here's a fun Hampton story.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have taken a photo. Probably a week or so ago, me and my wife Vanessa were going to an estate sale.
Beautiful.
And
touching.
Yes, thank you, thank you. It's riveting as well.
My heart is touched.
Yep.
By an angel.
By E.T.
Arsenio Hall.
So we were going to an estate sale, and we were turning right, and there was a dude on a motorcycle at the light on the left, and it was like he looked like Santa Claus, a big big husky gentleman with a big beard. And I was like, hey, that old fat guy looks like Hampton. We keep going, get to the next light. He pulls up next to us. It's Hampton.
It was Hampton.
Yeah, that old fat guy was Hampton.
What are the
No
odds?
offense, old fat guy Hampton.
Hey, and also, if you're old and you're fat out there, we
love it.
We don't mean to offend. We're just having fun at your expense.
Yeah. Take that, old fat guys. Hey, we're old fat guys.
No, look at us.
That backfired. Jeez.
That aged well.
Unlike us.
Hey, let's
Ouch.
make a meme and release it. That aged well. I wonder who the guy that came up with that one. That or girl, could be a woman. Sorry. That aged well.
Why can't it just be a person? You know what we need is a little Cheddar Thompson.
I think we need to cut.
We need a little Timmy Cheese.
We need to go back to Cheddar Thompson. I can't even remember what we were talking about. When did we bring that up?
I don't know.
Can we talk about our new sponsor?
We talked about that last time. Jujubes.
Guys, we're still trying to get sponsored by Jujubes. Because even though they may not be the most popular candy,
do they go stale, by the way?
they're probably the closest candy that would sponsor our show.
You think?
I don't know, but when you go to like a store, like let's say,
Is this product placement?
let's say a store.
Is this product placement?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say you go to Walmart. Are we allowed to say Walmart,
I don't know.
or are they not cool?
Let's just say mom and pop.
Mom and pops. Yeah,
you
that's
go to a
cool.
mom and
you
pop.
You can't go wrong with that.
Well,
and at the mom and
you
pop
can
store,
actually. But yes, continue.
if they're capitalists. The mom.
What if someone doesn't have a mom or a pop and they're offended by that and it
that's
hurts
true.
them? Like, I can't go there because
Then
it's
I
a
would
mom and
remind
pop,
them.
and I didn't even have a pop, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
I
it's
would
just driving by there every day. I just get sad.
I would remind them that McDonald's still sells Happy Meals, and if they need to get happy,
Good call.
there's a free toy in the meal.
Go get a meal. Go get a beautiful Happy Meal.
So
And
I
a
don't.
toy.
I don't know if kids at home realize, because a lot of kids listening to this grew up with Happy Meals, where that was like there. Okay, I remember a time when there was no such thing as a Happy Meal.
You were pre-Happy
I
Meal?
remember when Happy
don't
Meals came
remember that.
out. That's how old I am. My favorite,
Cheddar Thompson never had a Happy Meal.
the Chesapeake and the Sausalito. My favorite cookies. Petridge Farm.
When I was crossing into the Pacific Northwest with Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark.
Whatever.
Yeah, whoever
Lewis.
that was.
Maybe he identifies as a Lewis or a Lois. Which is it? I don't know.
I don't know, but if
But
you
Happy Meals.
were Lewis and
Yes.
you wanted to be Lois,
That's an easy
That's
fix.
an easy fix.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you could just tell everybody that made the mistake, they made a mistake, in your opinion.
That's a fact, my friend.
That's what I'm talking about.
fact.
Ding, ding, ding.
Woo! Yeah.
My whole life
Yes.
was a misprint.
Is that an Aquabat song?
It could
You getting
be.
deep on us?
Anyway, what I'm talking about is you go to the mom and pop store,
Yes.
and there's a giant metal basket bin
Yeah. 99-cent candies.
full of candies.
Yes.
And usually jujubes are right floating at the top.
You know what else is in there? Hot tamales, my friend.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Mike and Ike's.
those and milk duds.
Milk duds.
Milk
Oh, and my
duds.
favorite.
Cancer? No? There's some in there with this.
Cancer.
No.
Why are we laughing at cancer?
I don't know. You laughed, sir.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm just trying to get a snort.
No offense.
Yeah.
Good and plenties. They're licorice flavored.
Those aren't in there.
I
Are those
love
still
them.
around?
It's like black licorice. Good
Those
and
are
plenties.
gross.
People try to get kick those out. They try to exile them to an
Yeah.
island, but I was the one keeping them in business.
That's a lot.
Let me just say, my
lot of candy.
world's best dad.
Yes.
World's best dad. When we were younger, my parents
Purple cow?
decided no sugar in the house. Let's get rid of all
We've
candy.
talked about this
Yeah,
several times.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with any candy, not just some candies. I wasn't privileged enough to just eat any candy, so the candy I ate, I had to like.
It was terrible.
Oh, Al candy was good. Black jelly beans, loved them. Because
Yeah.
guess how many jelly beans I got? 0. So when
if
I
you
got them, I was like,
So if you found a black one on the ground, you would eat it?
I would have
Oh.
eaten it.
That was actually a rabbit poop. My bad. Still sweet.
Or a Milk Dud.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Milk Duds, you go to the movies. Okay, guys, here's a world's best dad tip.
Get it.
Get a box of Milk
When you
Duds.
sneak them in,
Okay.
you allowed to do that?
You get a box of Milk Duds. Doesn't matter where you get it. I don't care if you get it at the concession stand or at a giant bin at Mom and Pop's Walmart.
Do you want to pay 99 cents or do you want to pay $18.75?
That's what I'm talking
Right?
about. Yes.
That's the choice
Hey,
here, people.
Do you
Let's
think
be smart about your
when
candy,
this country
guys.
was made that they didn't pour tea into the
Do
harbor?
you think George Washington didn't sneak candy into the movie theaters
I
back
don't think
then?
you can say George Washington.
I just said it, my friend.
Whoa, you're a bold. Yeah, it's a bold move.
Yeah, history rebel, bro.
Careful.
Right here, history rebel. Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, just said it, bro.
Wow.
Okay? Continue.
We may have to cancel our show.
Finally.
Anyway, you take the box of Milk Duds.
Mm-hmm. Take them.
Hey, remember, our show's a teenager, so we got to be careful about what we say.
Good call. Good call.
You get a box of Milk Duds.
Yes.
You get some popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the big popcorn, and you pour the Milk Duds in the popcorn. Then you eat popcorn and Milk Duds. Have you ever had it?
No, but
It's good.
Vanessa does that with Reese's Pieces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It works
That's
with M&Ms.
E.T.'s favorite candy,
Works with
by the way.
M&Ms too.
Yeah.
You heard the Reese's Pieces story, right?
Oh, is it related to E.T.? Because I have, if you're going to tell me that.
Yeah, you know
Where
that
they
story.
asked M&Ms first, and they said no.
Yep, that was
And
the story.
then Reese's Pieces came in, saved the day,
That's a story.
skyrocketed
yeah.
in stocks.
I'm just
right?
saying, the people that made Reese's Pieces were trying
Pedophiles?
to
No?
make peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh.
And they succeeded.
Little nugget ones.
Hey, guys.
Right? With a crunchy outer shell.
Yes, and fortunately, no one was skateboarding down the street eating chocolate at the same time because they could have got their chocolate stuck in the Reese's peanut butter pieces.
Hope you like the show, guys.
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes not so much.
Well, we're laughing.
Hey,
We're laughing.
jujubes.
What are you going to do?
So if you make jujubes,
Jujubes.
please call us.
Yeah.
It looks like they're made by Chuckles Originals,
We've officially ran out of stuff for this podcast.
All right.
You're reading the back of the jujubes.
but that's okay.
Okay. Just set that right there. We'll
Anyway,
put a
we
pin
have
in
some
it.
great guests coming up. Not today, obviously, but you
We're
know,
great guests.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Look at us.
What? Anything? Let's just talk about a little bit of progress with our kids, and then we can
Okay.
close the show. Okay. So this last week, my son,
Yes.
the Bruce, he's 14.
Yep.
He's been skateboarding a lot,
I know.
and he has a.
I'm going to stop you for a second
please.
because I don't appreciate this. Christian's been sending me videos of Bruce skateboarding. Continue. My son doesn't skateboard.
It's just. It is
Continue.
kind of like one of those guys that like.
Yeah, you're
hey,
rubbing
wanna
it
see
in.
my kid?
Yeah,
Wanna see
you're
my kid?
rubbing it
Look at the
in.
award he won. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of dumb. But
I like it, though.
I just since we're
Keep
friends,
sending them. Keep sending them. But I'm not happy about it. But I'm happy about it.
I-
Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I live in America.
I'm in a very Ali Sheedy situation right here.
But both of our sons began skateboarding together at the same
That's
time.
correct, yes.
Kind of.
Yeah. They kind of did, and then Dylan actually skated more, and Bruce
Yeah.
stopped.
Bruce stopped.
Yeah.
And now he's been back into it. And
Yep.
he's been trying to get kick flips down, and he's got them down pretty
Yeah,
good.
I know. What did he do, 3 in
he's-
a row?
He's trying to do 10 in a row, and he's gotten to 5.
We're going to post a video of Bruce kick flipping. Can we do that?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
we'll do that.
Why can't we? And
You
then
tell me.
I told him, hey, now that you can do that, why don't you try 180 ollies and then do fakie kick flips? And he did a fakie kick
And now that you can do that, why don't you get a job, you bum?
Exactly.
Yeah, jeez,
That's
help
my-
out around here, you
that's-
little jerk.
That's my next word
Yeah.
of advice. Get a job.
Yeah.
Hey, you can skate? Great.
Hey, that's fun. How does that bring money into the house?
That's right. You got
Okay?
tray flips on lock?
Yeah.
Great. Get a job.
Yeah. You've been milking off me your whole life,
Yeah,
you
and
little
hey,
jerk.
to all you dads and moms out there, if there's one piece of advice we could tell our kids
Yes.
in this world, is that if
Stay
you're
away from
not,
pedophiles.
that's one of the
The
pieces.
Catholic Church?
No,
No.
no.
There's a lot
But-
of them in there, though.
Those are good nuggets of knowledge.
Yeah. We'll put a pin in
It's
those.
that
Yes.
if our kids aren't actively trying to make money, they're going to be losing money.
I believe 50 Cent said that, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And that sounds like very mercantile and hey, a capitalist. What are you?
Hey, that sounds like something Timmy Cheese would say.
Timmy Cheese.
Hey, if you're not out there making money,
If you're not making
blowing
money.
it.
But that's one thing I finally realized in my life
Mm-hmm.
is if I don't have a job, I'm going broke.
You're homeless.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of like life is like an
That
escalator.
sounds like common sense.
An escalator that's going down, and if you stop walking, you're gonna go down.
But yours is on fire at the bottom.
That's right. Exactly.
Thanks,
Actually,
Jack.
my jacket's on fire, and I'm trying to run up a down escalator.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That pretty much,
So it's like an episode of Viva La Bam, right?
which is a great
Yeah.
metaphor to 2020.
Good call. Good call. Viva La Bam.
Viva La Bam.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have the gold platinum classic Blu-ray.
What are you going to do next? Whatever the F I want. Then he jumped off the fake building.
I just kind of think that Bam added an expletive, which if he was on our show, we could get a $5.
Yeah.
But he kind of ripped that line off from Napoleon Dynamite. I'm just saying, Jon Heder was on our show.
Bam was on before that, wasn't it?
What are you going to do next, Napoleon? And he said, whatever I want. But he didn't say whatever the F I want. Did you notice that?
I did not, because I thought Bam was before that.
Maybe. But I'd like, in my
both 90s, right?
In my opinion.
Oh, so it's a fact. Yeah,
It's
you're
a
right.
fact.
Yeah. Well, Jon Heder
was
invented
was
that.
Viva La Bam in the 90s?
I don't even know. What decade is it right here?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But
Yeah, who
we should
knows?
have Bam on our show because I've heard he's a dad.
He is a dad.
Is he a world's
And he's
best
got a
dad?
purple Ferrari. Like Prince.
Any dad with a purple Ferrari definitely belongs on the show.
Yeah.
So, kids, we want you guys at home. Write in some of your favorite guests that you want us to have on the show.
Tag in your guests that you want.
Tag in your guests who you want.
And they'll
to be on the-
ignore us.
Yeah. And when they're on the show, they won't post about it.
Yeah. Kalani.
That seems to be the par for the course here. Which
Oh, yeah.
is a
few
golf
guys.
term, by the way.
Oh.
Hey, that should be an upcoming episode.
Golf
Talking
terms?
About, talking about
That sounds really exciting.
the origin of terms.
Yeah.
Of linguistics.
If you guys want to stop watching,
Hey,
I'm not going to be mad
Are
about
you a
it.
linguist?
No.
You don't like the way I talk?
I apologize. Are you allowed to accept that?
Linguist. There is actually
Are you allowed to say that?
linguist is a job.
Okay.
It's not like a something you call somebody that you're mad at.
Okay. It's not like an Ali Sheedy.
Someone you disagree with. You're a linguist.
Hey, you Ali Sheedy. No.
Can we get a picture of Ali Sheedy right here?
Just so beautiful 80-year-old Ali Sheedy, according to Christian. She's
She
80.
is not. She's a beautiful
You're the
lady.
one who said she
Let's
was
have
80.
her on the show.
Is she a dad?
I'm sure.
We'll have ladies on here.
Who's not a dad these days?
My son.
Just a matter of time.
Hey, you know something I don't?
Father time.
Oh, dad joke. Dad joke. Oh, we're fiving?
We're always fiving. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Today's episode may not be the greatest episode, but there was some laughter. And some of that laughter
That's
was
true.
early on. And I think from now on, we're going to try to
save it?
We're going to try to make sure the laughs come first, so you'll wait till the end for more, and then when it doesn't happen, we
Just
win
like
it.
just like our lives will disappoint. Correct? Okay, thank you, Igloo, for the coolers that we give our guests. Thank you,
Igloo.
West Coast Novelties, Mike Melia. Thank you, Humble Maker Coffee Co. for the beautiful camera. You know who we didn't thank also before? ABC sticker. What's Jim Gray's sticker? Inkjenda.
Inkjenda.
Tom and John. We're going to thank them. We're not going to thank Jim Gray because he doesn't do anything over there.
Whoa.
Tom and John do all the work. Yeah,
I'm
Jim
gonna
just
thank
parades
I'm
around
gonna
in
thank
his
Jim
Mini
Gray
Cooper.
for giving me a job at one point.
When?
I think if you can cancel people for doing bad things a long time ago, you can also celebrate people for doing good things a
Let's
long time
cancel
ago.
him for doing good, though. Let's double cancel.
Maybe.
That sounds fun.
So, Jim, thank you for the job that
Hey,
you
Jim.
gave both of us.
Tom, John,
And
thanks for the stickers on the bus.
now we're canceling you
Yeah.
for not doing
Yeah,
anything.
you're canceled, Jim.
What have you done for us lately?
Yeah, get in your Mini Cooper and get out. All right, I think we're done, right? Great
Thanks, guys.
episode,
We'll see you next week.
Or maybe we won't. All right. Bye-bye.